From deep within the haunted pine barrens of New Jersey, it's Beatsville with your hosts, Mad Daddy and
Diablo.
This week, drinks, dames, and dice. The male animal acting badly. Sin is no sin when virtue is forgot. It is so good in sin to keep in sight the white hills whence we fell, to measure by, to say I was so high, so white, so pure, and am so low, so bloodstained and so base. I revel here amid the sweet, sweet mire, and yonder are the hills of morning flowers. So high, so low, so lost, and with me yet, to stretch the octave twixt the dream and deed. Ah, that's the thrill, to dream so well, to do so ill. There comes the bittersweet that makes the sin.
I'm gonna tell everybody I know Lordy Miss Claudine thought she was sweetest gal in town. She began to call me honey, I began to spend my money, walk right in a juice joint, then sit down. Oh well, I must confess, oh well, I must confess, boys, you better take my advice. Whiskey and women and loaded dice will keep you in a mess. I put a nickel in the vendor, said, hey, Mr. Bartender, bring us another round. We started into dancing. I said, how about romancing? She said, you'd better put that money down. Oh, well, I must confess. Oh, well, I must confess. Boys, you better take my advice. Whiskey and women and loaded dice will keep you in a mess. To my satisfaction, I wanted to see some action. Showed me to that hole right in that wall. I bet $1.10. I rolled those dice, they began to spin. Snake eyes was the first thing they did call. Oh well, I must confess. Oh well, I must confess. Boys, you better take my advice. Whiskey and women and loaded dice will keep you in a mess. I must confess. Oh well, I must confess. Boys, you better take my advice. Whiskey and women and loaded dice will keep you in a mess.
You can gamble for matchsticks, you can gamble for gold. The stakes may be heavy or small, but if you haven't gambled for love and lost, then you haven't gambled at all. They call me the moonlight gambler. I've gambled for love and lost. When I gamble for love and it isn't in the cards, oh, what heartaches it can cost me. Win or lose, I'm a moonlight gambler. And a winner is what I long to be. So I'll gamble for love just as long smiles at me. You can gamble for matchsticks, you can gamble for gold. The stakes may be heavy or small, but if you haven't gambled for love and lost, then you haven't gambled at all. No, if you haven't gambled for love in the moonlight, then you haven't gambled at all. So I'll gamble for love just as long as I live, till the day Lady Luck smiles at me. They call me the moonlight gambler. They call me the moonlight gambler.
Liquor and whores, take two. Liquor and whores, liquor and whores. The cigarettes and dope and mustard and bologna, liquor and whores. When I was down, drinking at the Legion, and I met a girl. She was nice, she was pretty and pleasing. She said, hey boy, we should do some marrying. And I said, sure, but before we do, there's something that you should know. I like liquor and whores, liquor and whores, cigarettes and dope and mustard and bologna, liquor and whores. One night down at the Legion, she walked in. I was drunk on gin, dancing with a lady friend. And she said, hey boy, you better fly the fuck home. I said no, 'cause the 5 little words could have swore I said to you. I like liquor and whores, liquor and whores, cigarettes and dope and mustard and bologna, liquor and I like liquor and whores, liquor and whores, cigarettes and dope and mustard and bologna, liquor and whores. Liquor and whores.
Tonight your memory found me much too sober. I couldn't drink enough to get you off of my mind. Tonight the bottle let me down. Let your memory come around. The one true friend that I thought I'd found. Tonight the bottle let me down. Okay. I've always had a bottle that I could turn to. Lately I've been turning every day, but the booze don't take effect the way it used to. I keep a hurting in no familiar way. Tonight the bottle let me down. Let your memory come around. The one true friend that I thought I'd found. Tonight the bottle let me down. Ralph Mooney. Eat your heart out, Haggard. Tonight the bottle let me down. Let your memory come around. The one true friend that I thought I'd found.
How do you spell relief?
I get D-R-U-N-K. Lately, Dave, since my baby left me, I do it almost every day. It's the only thing that I found that'll take the hurt away.
But how do you spell relief, John?
I get D-R-U-N-K. Well, every night about sundown, I get a pain down deep inside. This old broken heart acts up, there's a hurting in my pride. But I've found a surefire treatment that'll get me feeling right. When your memory starts flaring up, I just head for the neon lights.
How do you spell relief,
David?
Get D-R-U-N-K. Lately since my baby left, I do it almost every day. It's the only thing that I found, John, that'll take the hurt away.
Well, how do you spell relief?
I just get D-R-U-N-K. John Hartford. I don't need no doctor. Tell me what is wrong. I can fill my own prescriptions, and it lasts me all night long. It's the perfect medication for an ailment such as mine. I forget about the tears I've cried when the whiskey hits my mind.
How do we spell relief?
We
get D-R-U-N-K. Lately since my baby left me, I do it almost every day. I tell you, Johnny, it's the only thing I've found that'll take the pain away. How do we spell relief? We get D-R-U-N-K. How do we spell relief? We get D-R-U-N-K. How do we spell relief? We get D-R-U-N-K. We're having fun now, ain't we?
That was David Allan Coe doing D-R-U-N-K from 1981.
Probably my favorite outlaw country music guy, Mad Daddy.
Well, that's because it's a man who actually, from all reports, is insane. An outlaw's outlaw.
And you know what? I think that Diablo digs a little insanity, I think, from time to time.
You're doing this show, you have to be a little crazy. But we like David because he fused traditional honky-tonk country with a no-holds-barred rock attitude. And we kick things off with Styx McGee doing Whiskey, Women, and Loaded Dice from 1953. For those not in the know, Styx was an American jump blues guitarist, singer, and songwriter. He's best known for Drinking Wine Spodioti, and that was one of the earliest, I think, prototypical rock songs. His brother, who we all know, Brownie, is more celebrated, but this guy cut some of the great boozy blues and rhythm and blues from 47 to 60. That was followed by Frankie Laine doing Moonlight Gambler from 1956. Hit number 3 on the U.S. pop charts, and that's Ray Conniff and his orchestra backing Frankie.
Wow.
And that's as conservative and mainstream as we're going to get on this show. Because, as you can see, what followed was Bubbles and the Shit Rockers doing Liquor and Whores from 2017. That's Trailer Park Boys stuff.
And if you've not checked out Trailer Park Boys, you must. It's a fantastic show. Canadian. Started out in Canada. I think it morphed over to
American
TV. It's kind of all different places. But definitely Trailer Park Boys, you will be very happy that you did.
Yeah, it's hard to describe that other than as a surreal, no-holds-barred, white trash comedy. There's much more to say. It's very clever as well as being very vulgar. And when you confuse the two aspects of that aesthetic, you get something very special. I think rarely done in Western culture. That sounds very pompous to say, but really, check out a few shows from any season, and I think you'll understand where we're coming from. But it's coming back for the 13th season, we heard. So Diablo, so that's wonderful news. Wonderful. The Bubbles was followed by Waylon Jennings doing Tonight the Bottle Let Me Down from 1978. Now that's a Merle Haggard tune, and that's from the second studio LP by Merle in '66, Swinging Doors.
Now, Mad Daddy, I have to say, if you're combining Waylon and Merle, I think, again, you've got the best of both worlds right there.
Yes, you have pure outlaw country there. Now, Waylon's version hit number 3 on the country charts, and that was taken from 1978's I've Always Been Crazy. But any Waylon Jennings album from the mid-'70s on up is worth purchasing. Early on, he was trying to find his way, but once he hit his stride, there was just no one like old Waylon. Just a tremendous artist. All right, with that being said, we head into the second set.
I'm in a broken nose and a broken heart, an empty bottle of gin. Well, I sit and I pray in my broken down Chevrolet. Well, I'm singing to myself, there's got to be take away this ball and chain. Well, I've searched and I've searched to find a perfect life, a brand new car and a brand new suit. I even got me a little wife, but wherever I have gone, I was sure to find myself there. You can run all your life, but not go anywhere. Take away, take away, take away this ball and chain. Well, I'm sick and I'm tired, and I can't take any more pain. Take away, and hard to return again. Take away, take away, take away. Take away this ball and chain. Well, I passed the bar on the way to my dingy hotel room. I spent all my money. I've been drinking since a noon. Well, I'll wake there in the morning, or maybe in the county jail. Times are hard, getting harder. I'm born to lose and destined to fail. Take away, take away, take away this ball and chain. Well, I'm lonely and I'm tired, and I can't take any more pain. Take away, the hard to return again. Take away, take away, take away. Take away this ball and chain.
About the time my dad left to fight the big war, saw my first pistol in the general store. I was 13, thought it was the finest thing I ever had seen. I spiked a level someday when I grew up. Mama dropped a dozen and she really blew up. I didn't understand. Mama says a pistol is the devil's right hand. The devil's right hand. The devil's right hand. Mama says a pistol is the devil's right hand. My very first pistol was a Captain Ball Colt. Shoot as fast as lightning, but she loads my slow. Soon found out, get you into trouble, but it can't get you out. So then I went and bought myself a Colt 45. Call him Peacemaker, but I never knew why. I didn't understand. Mama says a pistol is the devil's right hand. The devil's right hand. The devil's right hand. Mama says a pistol is the devil's right hand. The devil's right hand. The devil's right hand. Mama says a pistol is the devil's right hand. a minor cheating. Shot the dog down, shot the dog down. Watch a man fall, never touched his horse, never had a chance to drop. My trial was in the morning, Linda threw me out of bed. Asked me how I pleaded, not guilty, I said, not guilty, I said. Got the wrong man, nothing touched the trigger but the devil's right hand. The devil's right hand, the devil's right hand. Mama said the pistol is the devil's right hand. The devil's right hand, the devil's right hand. Nothing touched the trigger but the devil's right hand. My mama said the pistol is the devil's right hand. Well, I was rolling by myself down in Memphis, Tennessee, and I was looking for a guy, had a mullet and no teeth, and I was tripping on some acid little Latino gave to me. Yeah, I was smoking morphine till it knocked me off my feet. Then I got some H from my old Uncle Pete, and now I'm starting to feel like I might have OD'd on an overdose of drugs, overdose of sin. I'm gonna live it till the fullest like I'm on 10, and I love getting high. I hate being low, and I like to drive my truck down a muddy dirt road, and I'm working real hard trying to get paid, 'cause I'm a crazed country rebel and I'm drifting state to state. Somehow I made it up to Texas with a crawler full of grass, and I'm seeing all these pigs who wanna bust my ass, and I'm always living hard, always smoking weed, and now I'm hanging out in Texas drinking mushroom tea, and I fucked up on the floor, and I think I know why. It must have been some of that Boone County moonshine, an overdose of drugs, overdose of sin. I'm gonna live it to the fullest like I'm on 10, and I love getting high. I hate being low, and I like to drive my truck down a muddy dirt road, and I'm working real hard trying to get paid, 'cause I'm a crazed country rebel and I'm drifting state to state. Tried to get myself in line, 'cause the ceiling's talking to me and the pistol's flushing fire. That's why they call me full throttle. I like a good time, it all started at a bar with a friend of mine. Well, she had to hook me up, she said she'd blow my mind, and I've been up for 4 days, so cut me out another line of an overdose of drugs, overdose of sin. I'm gonna live it to the fullest like I'm on 10, and I love getting high. I hate being low, and I like to drive my truck down a muddy dirt road, and I'm working real hard trying to get paid, 'cause I'm a crazed country rebel and I'm drifting state to state.
day I was born in that old sharecropper's one-room country shack. They say my mammy left me same day that she had me. Said she hit the road and never once looked back. And out just thought I'd mention my grandma's old age pension is the reason why I'm standing here today. I got all my country learning, milking and a churning, picking cotton, raising, hailing, baling hay. I've been to Georgia on a fast train, honey. I wasn't born no yesterday. Got a good Christian raising and 8th grade education. Ain't no needin' y'all are treating me this way. And now sweet Carolina, I don't guess I'll ever find another woman put together like you are. You're wiggling, you're walking, and your big city talking, your brand new shiny Plymouth ragtop car. Hey, let's hurry up and wait in this world of give and take. Seem like a hasty makes for waste every time. I declare to my soul, when you hear those ages roll, you'd better know I'm gonna get my share of mine. Hey, now I've been to Georgia on a fast train, honey. I wasn't born no yesterday. Got a good Christian raising and 8th grade education. Ain't no need y'all are treating me this way. Oh, throw down on it, Eddie. Georgia on a fast train, honey. I wasn't born no yesterday. Got a good Christian raising and 8th grade education. Ain't no needin' y'all are treating me this way. Ain't no needin' y'all are treating me this way.
And I heard, as it were, the noise of thunder. One of the 4 beasts saying, "Come and see." And I saw, and behold, a white horse.
There's a man going round taking names, and he decides who to free and who to blame. Everybody won't be treated all the same. There'll be a golden ladder reaching down when the man comes around. The hairs on your arm will stand up at the terror in each sip and in each sup. Will you partake of that last offered cup, or disappear into the potter's ground when the man comes around? Hear the trumpets, hear the pipers, 100 million angels singing. Multitudes are marching to the big kettle drum. Voices calling, voices crying. Some are born and some are dying. It's Alpha and Omega's kingdom come. And the whirlwind is in the thorn tree. The virgins are all trimming their wicks. The whirlwind is in the thorn tree. It's hard for thee to kick against the pricks. Till Armageddon, no shalom, no shalom. Then the father hen will call his chickens home. The wise men will bow down before the throne. and at his feet they'll cast their golden crowns when the man comes around. Whoever is unjust, let him be unjust still. Whoever is righteous, let him be righteous still. Whoever is filthy, let him be filthy still. Listen to the words long written down when the man comes around. Hear the trumpets, hear the pipers, 100 million angels singing. Multitudes are marching to the big kettle drum. Voices calling, voices crying. Some are born and some are dying. It's Alpha and Omega's kingdom come. And the whirlwind is in the thorn tree. The virgins are all trimming their wicks. The whirlwind is in the thorn tree. It's hard for thee to kick against the pricks. In measured 100-weight and penny pound, when the man comes around.
And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him.
Johnny Cash delving deep into the book of Revelation there with The Man Comes Around from 2002. That's the title track for American 4, The Man Comes Around. It's one of the last songs he wrote before his death, and what can we say? We miss Johnny. We rocketed off with Social Distortion doing Ball and Chain from 1987. That's off the Social Distortion LP, and that was the album that saw them moving from LA hardcore to roots rock, and I think Diablo, good direction for them.
Indeed.
They were just fairly pedestrian, I think, punk band, but they're a tremendous roots rock country punk band. Steve Earle followed with The Devil's Right Hand from 1988 off the Copperhead Road album. Earle calls it the world's first blend of heavy metal and bluegrass, and perhaps it was. Rolling Stone likened it to power twang. And then a criminally underrated singer, songwriter, performer, Hank Williams III, Crazed Country Rebel from 2006 and the Straight to Hell LP. Yes, not his father, thank God. And let's see, he's the hell-raising third in line of the country music kings, obviously, and definitely takes outlaw country to new extremes. He deserves a listen from our listeners. That was followed by Billy Joe Shaver, Georgia on a Fast Train from the Tramp on Your Street LP. It's a reworking Diablo from his first LP in 73, which was more of a folky, slow burner. He's also something of a cult figure in the outlaw country world. Waylon Jennings' Honky Tonk Heroes, an LP, was recorded almost entirely of Shaver's songs, and it became what is recognized today as the first true outlaw LP. So in a lot of ways, it wasn't Waylon who initiated the outlaw movement in country. It was Billy Joe Shaver, and he deserves credit for that. All right, that being said, onward to set 3.
Named Ramblin' Bob. He used to steal, gamble, and rob. He thought he was the smartest guy around. Well, I found out last Monday that Bob got locked up Sunday. They've got him in the jailhouse way downtown. He's in the jailhouse now. He's in the jailhouse now. Well, I told him once or twice to stop playing cards and a shooting dice. He's in the jailhouse now. Bob liked to play his poker, pinochle, whist, and euchre, but shooting dice was his favorite game. Well, he got thrown in jail with nobody to go his bail. The judge done said that he refused the fine. He's in the jailhouse now. He's in the jailhouse now. Well, I told him once or twice to stop playing cards and a shooting dice. He's in the jailhouse now. Thought I was a gambler. I broke every shark in town until I met up with a rounder who called all I put down. I put the cards on the table and he drew an ace high hand. He bet his watch and I called it, and I lost my money like a man. I got them polka-dot blues, the polka-dot blues. I lost my hat and my coat and my straight lace shoes. I hocked my watch and went back to lose the mean old gambling polka-dot blues. Got the gambling polka-dot blues. There's that gambler, Mr. Nichols. Norm. Do your little handle of Dixieland. My gal had plenty, so I got 20. Then I went back and sat down. I got a 4, but I thought he was more as he dealt the cards around. He set the deck on the table, and I bet him all I could stand. When I turned over a measly 4, he had another ace high hand. I got them polka-dot blues, the polka-dot blues. I lost my hat and my coat and my straight lace shoes. I hocked my watch and went back to lose the mean old gambling polka-dot blues. Got the gambling polka-dot blues.
tune. Believe me, that's no joke. When I had lots of money, my so-called friends would come around. When I had lots of money, my so-called friends would come around. Now that I am broke, all of my so-called friends has put me down. I had a many so-called friends who would answer my call. Now that I'm broke, I can't find them at all. R-O-O-K-E, understand me, girl, I'm broke. I need some money too, believe me, that's no joke. And I'm not lying either. Yeah. While I was spending my money, I didn't care. I'm so-called friends from everywhere. R-O-K, understand me, girl, I'm broke. If I get $1 again, I'm gonna squeeze it till the eagle grin. If I get $1 again, I'm gonna squeeze it till the eagle grin. If I get $1 again, I'm gonna squeeze it till the eagle grin. If I get $1 again, I'm gonna squeeze it.
When you play cards, pretty baby, don't you know you got to deal sometimes? You dealt me a bad hand, baby, but now the deck is mine. Now the ace is for the first time that I fell in love with you. The deuce means the second time when there were just we two. The 3 means a third party, and I know you know his name. On the 4th time I saw you, you tried to play a little game. When you play cards, pretty baby, don't you know you always play to win? I'm dealing you your hand, baby. No use to look at me and grin. Now the 5 means I bought you a 5-carat diamond ring. The 6 stands for 6 years I've tried to give you everything. I'm holding out the 7 for the Sundays we always knew. But the 8th means August, the month you said we were through. And the 9 stands for those 9 years that you've always wanted to have your way. 10 is the number of men, baby, that tried to see you every day. Now the Jack is your lover who tried to break up our romance. The Queen is you, pretty mama, who's just living by chance. I'm supposed to be the king, and I'm bound to wear the crown. So you better be careful you ain't dead when the deal goes down. 'Cause you know you made me love you. Now you're trying to use me for your slave. If you don't watch out, baby, you'll be laying in your grave.
I felt kinda lucky. My luck was running slow. The last hand I caught 4 aces and the police broke down the door. I said, Lord, Lord, what can a poor boy do? Well, ain't it bad when you can't make no money? Seems like all the bad break will come to you. Yeah, I got home this morning. She was looking kind of funny. She said, don't come in, Daddy, Daddy, unless you got some money. And I said, oh, Lord, what can a poor boy do? Well, ain't it tough when you can't make no money without your woman turning her back on you? Yeah. For some dinner, she looked at me like a fool. She said, I'm playing checkers, Daddy, and I think it's your time to move. I said, oh, Lord, what can a poor boy do? Yeah, it's bad when you can't make no money and your woman turn her back on you.
B.B. King, Bad Luck, from 1956. From the first LP, Singing the Blues. That went as high as number 3 on the Rhythm and Blues charts. And we began with the Soggy Bottom Boys, In the Jailhouse Now, from the Oh Brother Where Art Thou soundtrack from 2011. And that's a Jimmy Rogers classic from 1928. Webb Pierce actually had the big hit with it. Number 1 on the country charts, Diablo, for 21 weeks.
Wow, and rightly so.
It was the record on the country charts for a long time. Don't ask me what broke the record. I should know, but memory does not serve well at the moment. Merle Haggard followed with Gambling Polka Dot Blues from 1976. Also a Jimmy Rogers tune. And that's from the Merle's The Roots of My Raising album. Bob Seger, before he sold out to the light beer drinkers of America, doing Rambling Gambling Man from the Bob Seger System. That was Bob's debut LP in 1969. And that song got as high as number 17 on the charts. Bruce Springsteen does this occasionally in concert, Diablo. So you know Bob Seger was really cool at one time. Wilbert Harrison followed with Broke from 1962. Listeners may remember him from his 59 smash, Kansas City, which was an early rock and roll classic. We also know him from Let's Stick Together, which was covered by Canned Heat and Brian Ferry, among others.
Right.
King Perry followed with Card Playing Blues from 53. Not well known today, he was primarily known in his time as a talented sax player, also a very talented multi-instrumentalist. His vocalizing resembles the late Cab Calloway period, which may be the reason his vocalizing is somewhat forgotten today, but Card Playing Blues from 53, definitely a classic. Diablo?
Hello, lovely listeners. We are coming at you directly from Beatsville with sounds to feed your brain and reinvigorate your soul every week on Mixcloud.com at Beatsville and internet-radio.com at Beatsville. Also, tune in to hear Beatsville on radioforfun.com and sanctuaryradio.cf, F as in fabulous. Like us on Facebook at Beatsville. Also, find us on beatsvilleblog.com for the best and worst that has been thought and said in worldwide culture. Finally, please contact us at maddaddyanddiabla@gmail.com. Send us suggestions, music, and anything else that Mad Daddy and Diablo will dig.
Now, set 4, kicking off with Hank Thompson doing Drunkard's Blues.
walking slow to the graveyard. I've lost everything I can lose. Now I've even lost my baby. I guess I got the drunkard blues. It was down at Big Joe's barroom on the corner beyond the square. Everybody drinking good liquor. The regular crowd was there. So I strolls out on the sidewalk, began to look around, looking everywhere for my baby, but that sweet woman can't be found. It was down at St. James Infirmary I found my baby there, stretched out on a long white table, so cold, so pale, so fair. So I strolled back down to the barroom to get another drink of gin. The next thing you know, I'm reeling, rocking and drunk again. 16 cold black horses, all hitched up in a line. In that pretty buggy she's riding. Goodbye, old gal of mine. Walking slow to the graveyard. I've lost everything I can lose. Now I've even lost my baby. I guess I've got the drunkard
myself out of sight. I got full of that bad stuff and almost started a fight. Bad, bad whiskey. Bad, bad whiskey. Bad, bad whiskey. Made me lose my happy home. Made me lose my happy home. I think I'll stop drinking whiskey and go back to that wine. Bad, bad whiskey. Bad, bad whiskey. Bad, bad whiskey. Made me lose my happy home. Made me lose my happy home. Let me tell you now. Oh, that bad whiskey. Oh, that bad whiskey. Oh, that no good whiskey. Oh, that bad, bad whiskey.
Whiskey and women.
Whiskey and women, just about done rig my life. Whiskey and women, just about done rig my life. I would have had money today, but they have rigged my life all mouth. Night life, done got the best of me. Night life, the women done got the best of me. I had a lot of money one time, but whiskey and women, they tore it down. When I had money, I've been drunk both night and day. I had money. I've been drunk both every night and day. I've been stoned. Every night I had a different girl, Yeah. If I ever get back on my feet again, done wrecked my life. Hey, 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 hey. All right.
So many people talking,
I don't want trouble, so I got no fear. One scotch, one bourbon, and one beer. One scotch, one bourbon, one beer. Listen here. One scotch, one bourbon, and one beer. Hey, Mr. Bourbon, listen here. I don't want trouble, so I know there. One scotch, one bourbon, one beer. One scotch, one bourbon, one beer.
Oh, es war
Steve Marriott doing One Scotch, One Bourbon, One Beer from 1975 with Alexis Corner. Now, Alexis was the godfather of British blues. The Stones, the Yardbirds, Cream, and more developed their chops playing with Corner. Marriott, of course, was the lead singer of the Small Faces and later Humble Pie. And things began with Hank Thompson doing Drunkard's Blues from the Six Pack to Go LP from 1966. He was a pioneer of honky-tonk swing, and he scored over 30 top 10 country hits while keeping that genre alive into the 60s. Buddy Guy and Junior Wells followed with Bad, Bad Whiskey from the album Buddy Guy and Junior Wells Play the Blues. And Diablo, that's Eric Clapton on second guitar there.
All right.
That was followed by John Lee Hooker and Canned Heat doing Whiskey and Women from the Hooker and Heat album, 1971. And then the immortal, but not yet Rock and Roll Hall of Fame member, Johnny Winter, doing Drinking Blues.
A travesty that he is not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And if anybody out there can do anything about that, please do so, because that is a wrong that needs to be righted.
All you need to know about Johnny Winter is they once asked, they meaning the assembled media at a media conference, asked Hendrix playfully if he had to have another guitarist in his band, who would he pick? Without a moment's hesitation, he said Johnny Winter. So there you go. He has to be placed immediately now in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. All right, with that diatribe over, we move into set 5 and Hank Thompson again doing the Wild Side of Life.
You wouldn't read my letter if I wrote you. You asked me not to call you on the phone, but there's something I'm wanting to tell you. So I wrote it in the words of this song. I didn't know God made honky-tonk angels. I might have known you'd never make a wife. You gave up the only one that ever loved you, and went back to the wild side of life. The glamour of the gay nightlife has lured you to the places where the wine and liquor flow, where you wait to be anybody's baby and forget the truest love you'll ever know. I didn't know God made honky-tonk angels. I might have known you'd never make a wife. You gave up the only one that ever loved you, and went back to the wild side of life.
The bars are all closed. It's 4 in the morning. I must have shut them all down by the shape that I'm in. I lay my head on the wheel and the horn begins honking. The whole neighborhood knows that I'm home drunk again. If drinking don't kill me, her memory will. I can't hold out much longer the way that I feel, with the blood from my body. I could start my own still, but if drinking don't kill me, her memory will. These old bones, they move slow, but so sure of their footsteps, as I trip on the floor and I lightly touch down. Lord, it's been 10 bottles since I tried to forget her, but the memory still lingers lying here on the ground. And if drinking don't kill me, her memory will. I can't hold out much longer the way that I feel, with the blood from my body. I could start my own still, but if drinking don't kill me, her memory will.
what she said last night. That's what she said last night. You're about to get it all right, all right. That's what she said last night. I went down to Kinko to get some faxing done. My ex-girlfriend works down there. She was my number one. She said, Billy, I'm busy. Why don't you come around back? I'll clear the store and lock the doors. We can fax all night. That's what you said last night. That's what you said last night. We can fax all night, all right. That's what you said last night. I went and bought her this screw-in watch to make things up with her. She said, Billy, I love a good groove. Then she began to purr. That's what she said last night. That's what she said last night. I love a real good groove and all right all night. That's what she said last night. Boy like me. My girlfriend took a poke at the thing, then she threw it away. She said, Billy, I know you're attached to that thing, but it's too small for me. That's what she said last night. That's what she said last night. That little thing's too small for me. That's what she said last night. That's what you said last night. That's what you said last night. You're about to get it all night, all right. That's what you said last night. Hey, I tell you what, next time I buy a cell phone, it's gonna be one of them big old goodies with the vibrates. Maybe she'll like it better. I don't know. Some people you just can't please. They'll buy her own dang phone. That's what I'll do.
That's what she said last night. That's what she said last night. You're about to get it all right, all right. That's what she said last night.
It's terrible.
I'm going down to the police station, just gonna turn myself in for all the bad things I've been doing. Then maybe I won't do them again. 7 old dogs in the backyard, 6 catgut strings on an old guitar. 3 days straight I've been putting everything I own in a mason jar. Depot, I want to see Mr. Garfield's train. All I saw was people crying, creosote smoke and falling rain. 7 last words to the faithful, 6 shades of gray on a piece of wood. 3 days straight I've been sinking, I ain't been doing what I should. looked at my hand, she said it's bad. She crossed her eyes, she fell back dead. 7 miles as the crow flies, 6 blackbirds fly somewhere. 3 days straight I've been thirsty to get to where I don't care. So I've been standing in muddy water, waiting for the sun to shine. I ain't been doing what I oughta. Crystal ball don't sympathize. 7 times 7 is 49. 6 times 9 is 54. 3 days straight I've been thinking, well, I ain't gonna do that no more.
Ray Wiley Hubbard, 3 days straight. Better known in Texas than the rest of the world, but he's a singer-songwriter whose tough but literate music ranges from personal introspection to rowdy barroom anthems. You probably know him, the album from Up Against the Wall, Redneck Mother.
Oh, yeah, I love that song.
Right. But he's more than that. He's an outlaw poet, a cowpunk rocker, a rebel folkie. He doesn't have any comps out yet, so pick up any one of his albums and it will do yourself proud. All right, things began with Hank Thompson again, with The Wild Side of Life from 1952. His signature song, 3 months at number 1, Diablo. 3 months. It inspired the Kitty Wells response, "It wasn't God who made Honky Tonk Angels."
Fabulous song.
Yes, it is. George Jones followed with "If Drinking Don't Kill Me, Her Memory Will" from 1981. The third single from I Am What I Am. It reached number 8 on the country chart, and during Jones' more trying periods, which is probably almost every day, he changed the lyrics often to say, not that her memory will, but Tammy's memory will. Tammy being...
Tammy Wynette?
Tammy Wynette.
I think drinking killed him, though.
Yeah. Well, that and a little bit of insanity. Buck Owens and Dwight Yoakam. All Right, I'm Wrong from 2000. Yeah. Dwight Yoakam's album, Tomorrow Sounds Today. That's where that's coming from. And
I don't think heaven has anything better than a Dwight Yoakam Buck Owens duet.
I tend to agree.
That is country heaven.
Yes. And that's a kind of a lightweight song. It's still Buck and Dwight together, so that makes it fabulous. And it was written actually by Pete Anderson, fairly unknown artist. He's Dwight's almost at this point lifetime partner, and in terms of songwriting, and he's the guitarist. He's the lead guitarist in Dwight's band. And then Billy Joe Shaver with not his greatest song, but Mad Daddy likes it, and it's really politically incorrect, so that's what this show is all about, the male animal acting badly. That's off Billy Joe Shaver's Greatest Hits from 2007. It's a good place to start if you don't know much about Billy Joe Shaver. Now, we're moving into the final set, and we're starting things off with George Thorogood doing Drink Alone.
Yeah, with nobody else. I drink alone. Yeah, with nobody else. it for breakfast. I don't want no coffee or tea. Just me and my good buddy Wiser. That's all I ever need, 'cause I drink alone. Yeah, with nobody else. Yeah, you know when I drink alone, I prefer to be by myself. Yeah, the other night I lay sleeping and I woke from a terrible dream. So I called up my pal Jack Daniels and his partner Jimmy Beam, and we drank alone. Yeah, with nobody else. Yeah, you know when I drink alone, I prefer to be by myself. The other day I got invited to a party, but I stayed home instead. Just me and my pal Johnny Walker and his brothers Blackie and Red, and we drank alone. Yeah, with nobody else. Yeah, you know when I drink alone, I prefer to be by myself. Up on me, and it makes me feel oh so bad. The only one who will hang out with me is my dear old granddad, and we drink alone. Yeah, with nobody else. Yeah, you know when I drink alone, I prefer to be by myself. Yeah, you know when I drink alone, I prefer to be by myself. I drink alone.
Show me the way to the next whiskey bar. Oh, don't ask why. Oh, don't ask why. Show me the way to the next whiskey bar. Oh, don't ask why. Oh, don't ask why. For if we don't find the next whiskey bar, I tell you we must die. I tell you we must die. I tell you, I tell you, I tell you we must die. Oh, moon of Alabama, now must say goodbye. We've lost our good old mama. I must have whiskey on, you know. Oh, show me the way to the next little girl. Oh, don't ask why. Oh, don't ask why. Show me the way to the next little girl. Oh, don't ask why. Oh, don't ask why. For if we don't find the next little girl, I tell you we must die. I tell you we must die. I tell you, I tell you, I tell you we must die. Say goodbye. We lost our good old mama, and must have whiskey all your way.
Search for glory, and he found it there underneath the bottle. Things are never good, things go from bad to weird. Hey, give me another scotch with my beer. I'm sad to say I feel the same today as I always do. Give me a drink to relax me. I can't do no work, the shakes inside me. Ah, shucks, I got the lousiest luck. I'm sick of this underneath the bottle. 7 days make a week, on 2 of them I sleep. I can't remember what the heck I was doing. I got bruises on my leg from I can't remember when. I fell down some stairs, I was lying underneath the bottle. Ooh-wee, son of a bee. You get so down, you can't get any lower. So long world, you play too rough, and it's getting me all mixed up. I lost my pride, and it's hiding there underneath the bottle.
All right. Okay, we're gone. Roll it. Yeah, bring me champagne when I'm thirsty. Bring me a reefer when I want to get high. Champagne when I'm thirsty. Bring me a reefer when I want to get high. Well, you know when I'm lonely, smoke a little dope. Well, you know it shouldn't be no law in people that wanna smoke a little dope. Well, you know it's good for your head and it'll relax your body, don't you know? I lay my head down in my baby's breath. Well, you know, I lay down and be quiet, trying to take my rest. Well, you know, she just hug and kiss me. Said, mother, you're one man that I love to bear. Well, I'm gonna get high. I'm gonna get high just as he showed my name. Well, you know, I'm gonna get so high this morning. It's going to be a crying shame. Well, you know, I'm gonna stick with my reform. I ain't gonna be nothing wrong with no cocaine.
Rolling Stones, Can't You Hear Me Knockin'? From one of the greatest rock and roll LPs of all time, Sticky Fingers from 1971. And that was Mick Taylor all over the place there. And just wonderful. Always let Mick Taylor loose whenever you can. And we opened with George Thorogood, I Drink Alone, composed by George. And it's on almost every one of his comps, Mad Daddy can safely say. Even though it's off his debut LP, and you think after comp number 6, you might have different stuff on it. But that's such a good song. George can't stand to leave it. In fact, I think George has almost as many comp albums as he has regular releases. I'm not sure, exaggerating a bit, but it's fairly close, which is unusual for a recording artist of George's stature.
But I think George gets a pass because he's a great guitarist, and the songs, especially these blues songs, these old blues songs that he's given new life to, he does such a great job with them. I don't know. I kind of give him a pass. I have a soft spot in my heart for George.
No, everyone likes George. I mean, this is a guy who said his idea of a good time is taking a bunch of friends and new pals and acquaintances off to a bowling alley, to roll and drink a couple pitchers of beer while between sets and frames, perusing the rock and roll encyclopedia and arguing and discussing.
Sounds like fun to me.
Yeah, I mean, I can't think of anything more fun than that. So, yeah, we love George. That was followed by The Doors, Alabama Song, Whiskey Bar, from the first Doors LP, and showing off their education. That's actually a Bertolt Brecht and Kurt Weill song. Lou Reed followed, Underneath the Bottle, from The Blue Mask from 1982, singing about how liquor set him free to wind up on the floor underneath the bottle. A lesser-known Lou Reed song, but a terrific cut, nevertheless. From one of his finest albums, The Blue Mask, a magnificent effort. Muddy Waters followed with Champagne and Reefer. That's a Muddy staple, and you can also hear it on the Checkerboard Lounge Live from Chicago 1981, in which the Stones make their appearance. All right, that does it for this week. Again, you're in Beatsville with Mad Daddy and Diabla, and we'll be saying so long until next time. So Mad Daddy saying goodbye, and Diabla,
goodbye.
From the haunted Pine Barrens of New Jersey, goodbye.